some madness and badness. Combination. Grr. On morning side, got no stake in the ride.
Welcome back, guys. It's me, Jaguar, here with
Elijah Diaz.
back with another episode of The Dish from the Den. Today we have two of our very esteemed band people. What do I call it?
Bandits.
Drum.
Majors,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, I know you're a drum major. I just want to say something weird. No, not like that, but you know what I mean. Today we have two of our very esteemed drum majors.
Trinson camera.
Max Vargas.
Move the mic to your mouth.
Oh, of course.
Say your name again.
Max Vargas.
There you go.
And they are recently coming off a win at state for band.
Very big.
So, would you guys like to talk about that?
Oh, I was going to do something else before that.
No,
I was going to say, before we get into that,
No, yeah.
how's your Thanksgiving, fellas?
Oh my God.
Let's talk about Thanksgiving real quick.
Oh, it was beautiful. You know, tamales. Freaking.
Oh.
It was good.
I put my foot in the mac and cheese this year. I went crazy.
Talk about this,
Jake
though.
had bologna for
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
I did. I had extra bologna today
It
for a bologna
looked
sandwich.
very good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
It
that
was-
baked bologna, like
I
they
miss
put mustard
bologna.
on it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
I-
like crispy and cutty.
Here,
You
let
know?
me pull up a picture.
Yeah, show the people the bologna.
Show the bologna, bro. Show your bologna.
Wow.
Oof, look at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's bologna.
That's bologna,
That's-
bro.
that's bologna
I could just throw it up on the screen. Yeah, you could just send it to me.
That looks
Y'all put
good.
like honey on it or something, like glaze?
Yeah, and it was
Ooh,
sweet.
actually?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
So was it like no ham, just bologna?
Well, I mean, is bologna ham?
No,
bologna's
bologna's like a series of meat.
Bologna's a weird, like a combo.
Yeah,
a
it's like a
mutt,
hot
bro.
dog.
Bologna's like a hot dog but sliced.
Yeah.
Huh. No, we didn't have ham though.
Was there any type of meats besides the bologna?
We had turkey,
Oh, okay.
but that's what
What
I
type?
don't-
No, okay.
I
What
don't
type
really
of
care.
turkey? How did they make the turkey?
In the oven? What?
No, like you putting juices over
bro.
it. You know?
Oh yeah, we stuffed it with persimmons and onions,
okay.
and then we basted that, John, and we put some like spice butter underneath the skin
Yeah.
That's
and
tough.
cooked that.
Put some of it
But
like
I don't really care for. I don't like turkey that much.
Yeah, I'm more of a ham kind of person. Like turkey's cool, but
I
ham
had
is
a fried turkey, bro.
deep fried turkey.
That's good.
Oh my god, that was good.
I
No,
fried
yeah.
a turkey once, and I didn't, but like my dad and my family did, and it got all over the kitchen because it boiled over with the frying
That
oil,
happens.
No,
and
yeah.
it just burnt like everything. It was awful.
You know what's crazy about frying a turkey? Like you have to have a very specific oil, and you cannot use it for anything else.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's like I forgot. It's like some kind of nut oil, but like it's just for the turkey. So
That's
you
crazy.
have to like buy it like in a big
gallon?
bunch, and then
Yeah.
once you're done, once you use a little bit, it's just sitting in your pantry.
There's a lot of videos on the internet of people messing up turkeys. They throw it in the oil. There's like too much oil. It's too hot. Then it boils over.
Yeah,
it gets in
that's-
the fire and like
That's what happened
erupts
to
in
me.
flames.
No, yeah.
That's what happened to me.
That's wild. That's bad. You can like die.
That was good turkey.
Nah, bad
Did
turkey.
you make it? Did you survive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The turkey was good though.
Also, bro, I had cherry ham, bro. Cherry
Cherry?
glazed ham. Insane.
I'm used to pineapple.
Really?
Yeah,
People keep mentioning
Yeah,
pineapple.
pineapple
but I never have
ham.
had
that's
pineapple
like
ham.
standard.
Yeah, pineapple
Really?
ham is
Yeah,
standard.
Why have I
Like
not
like
had
honey
that?
ham, and you put like the slices of pineapple
Yeah,
on
there
it.
you go.
Why have I never had that?
That's like the ham.
No, well, my family
My
used to
ham's
get the
like the-
pineapples and then they put the cherries inside the pineapples. So I do a little bit of both.
Fancy.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fancy. What about mashed potatoes? What's your thoughts on mashed potatoes?
See, we
Staple?
didn't have mashed potatoes
At
We
all?
don't ever have mashed potatoes.
Whoa.
Really?
No,
That's
I
not-
think that's a
not for
staple Thanksgiving food.
Now for us is turkey, ham, dressing, which is almost like stuffing. A lot better though.
Basically the same thing.
Baked mac and cheese, collard greens, and
You had greens?
Of course, I had greens. My
I
mom
had
makes
greens.
a sweet potato pie, and then they like cranberry. I can't stand cranberry.
I hate
sauce.
cranberries.
I can't
I
do it.
This
love
guy loves
cranberry
cranberries. I
sauce.
hate cranberry sauce.
I can't.
Also, I hate
do
sweet
it.
potatoes.
Really?
I hate sweet potatoes, and I hate yams.
They're basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But yams are better.
I don't like either of them, bro.
What's
It's
the
just not
difference?
some
Yams are sweeter. I'll say
Can I
that.
get to the
But what's
yams?
sweet potato? Sweet potato. What's the
sweet
yam and yam?
yams.
I think it's like how they're
Show
grown. I
me
think.
the way.
There's some. I know there's like there is a difference, but
Right.
What is a
Appreciate
sweet potato pie?
sweet potato pie.
It's like a pumpkin pie, but sweet potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's deceiving.
Never
They're
heard
the
of
same
it.
thing.
No,
Pretty
they
much.
taste completely different.
Yeah.
Of what?
They look the same.
I mean,
Oh,
They look
pumpkin pie?
practically the
one
same.
tastes like a pumpkin and the other tastes like a sweet potato.
I love
Yeah.
pumpkin pie.
I think pumpkin pie is drier. Sweet potato
Really, I
pie.
have pretty wet pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
It's pretty
think
moist.
yeah.
Some would say. Sopping.
Yeah.
Yep. Sopping.
Wow.
All right.
What are we here for again?
Yeah. Let me pull up.
Well, how was your guys' season in band?
This was by far like our best season,
Oh,
like
yeah.
in Candy View history. And we're pretty like young school still.
Right.
So, Candy View is on like the map now and like for band.
No, it's been great because ever since we joined, like we did how we did, and then each year from our like sophomore year, we've gotten better each and every year. Like placing in the like final band competitions, got better and better each year. The first time going to Super State, and hopefully we can just keep it going. You know, I really want, especially like these freshmen, like they probably don't get it as much as we do because we've seen ourselves at our lowest of lows.
I know, like they pulled up
No,
winning.
right, and they're starting off like at the highest point possible. So I just really hope they can keep that trend going and that they don't let it get to their heads or anything. But I have faith in them.
Are there any people that you have under your wings? Because obviously you guys are both seniors, right?
Yeah.
So your last year.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone who's under your wing who's going to come and take over that reign of you guys doing your conducting?
Like,
do you guys have a protege?
man,
I want to say we have like proteges.
Yeah.
It's just more like open to everyone. If they're
yeah.
interested and want to like put the time and effort into it,
No.
we'll help them out. and all
Some
that stuff.
patterns,
It's
yes.
open to whoever wants to do it.
And is that pretty much the same with like all the instruments and stuff in band?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Anybody who wants to step up,
they can step up.
Yeah.
So like, was state what you guys expected this year?
I'm a real no.
No, not
I
at all.
didn't expect us to get. I didn't know there was a Super State till this year. That's
no.
how crazy it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's like two divisions, right? There's AZMBA and ABOTA, right?
Yeah.
ABOTA is the one where you actually have to like qualify between all the other schools and actually get to go. Super State, well, that was ABOTA. AZMBA, everyone can go, right? There's more schools there. And both, we place top 10. So we're top 10 to stay in our division. So, taking W's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so top 10, does that mean, did you guys win state or did you just do really good at state?
We made it to
Yeah,
state.
we made it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's a message in itself. Like, literally,
Yeah.
you're
How did we
top
perform when it came to state?
I mean, we got so there were 8 bands that
Yeah.
made it to state. We got 8th,
Yeah.
but we ain't tripping because again, first time ever going to Super
Yeah.
State.
Yeah, like all those other schools, they've been there before.
Yeah.
That's, we're the outliers.
They
So
got a
that's
whole
perfect.
system established. We're still kind of new to
Exactly.
this whole thing.
What do you
so.
think we could do better to eventually win state? Like, what steps do we take now from making it to be able to win it now?
Man, I would love to see more people join the band.
Yeah,
me personally.
That's probably what's shooting us in the foot at the moment.
Numbers?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
just numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice that our band it doesn't look small, but it doesn't look big.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Strength are in numbers. So, yeah.
And I know like, how do we stack up against other schools like in our district, like Agua Fria and Millennium and all them?
So about that, it's like
Man.
different divisions, right? So like sports
No,
and
yeah.
all that stuff like Division 1, Division 2, Division 3.
Yeah.
So we're in 2A, right? So that's like a medium-sized bands. Millennium's 4A, right? So just putting like perspectives on that stuff.
Yeah.
Same with Verado, they're 3A. So we're all in different leagues and all that stuff. And they also went to state, I'm pretty sure, right? They also went to state.
I don't think they went to Super State.
I know Verado did.
Oh, yeah.
Verado did.
Yeah.
But so our district's pretty consistent as far as being like in the higher level tier of like marching
Yeah.
bands. Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes our band so good? Like, what is the
Bread and butter.
The staple. Yeah, what's the bread and butter with our band? What makes us
Me
us?
personally, I think, like how Max was saying, like we're a medium-sized band, but we take up space. Like we fill up space. Normally, like you see other bands our size, they'll act their size, but we act big. And I would say like props to Mr. George because he really like pushes us to go above and beyond, like doing things a band our size shouldn't do.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So I think that kind of what makes us stand out.
And a lot of different things with actual style of the show. A lot of the shows nowadays are very modernized. With
Oh, yeah.
modernization, it's a little more easier and there's less skill involved in there. With ours, Mr. George, since he's an old timer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has us do traditional stuff, right?
Yeah, he gonna
and that
keep it
traditional stuff is a
traditional.
lot more difficult in terms of skill, right? And that's what makes us like score higher, even though we're a smaller band. and all that stuff.
Because let me tell you, like last year, the song that everybody had in their show was "Talking to the Moon," Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
And then this year, like there was a show with Golden Hour. So like people are just bringing like these pop, like the new hip songs. So it's like, oh, that's cool. But then once we can like do something traditional and make it look good, then it's like, okay, that's really impressive.
And what was your guys' show this year?
Scheherazade.
Yeah.
Never even heard of that.
Man, let me tell y'all. So during like the football games, so nobody told Mr. Beal how to say it for the football game. So whenever we go into practice, he had like the little sheet that when he was reading it up there, he would have to guess. So like the first time we performed, it's pronounced Scheherazade. He was like, with the Jaguars marching band with Scheherazade. And we all laughing about it.
It's all types of wrong.
No, all
It's
types of wrong. And he kept doing it, but nobody would tell him. And then I think one day, Mr. Sika was announcing for Mr. Beal in his place. And we gave him the paper, and we were like, "Oh, just so you know, it's pronounced Scheherazade." But he already knew, because I guess he has one of his friend's daughters named Scheherazade. So now I'm like, this entire time, he has been sitting next to Mr. Beal, did not correct him this entire time.
That's a secret move. That's a secret move.
No, yeah.
Are there any people in our band that are like superstars on their instrument? Like, is there someone who's like more particularly better than the average person on an instrument?
I'm not gonna give you names, but there's definitely specific people. Like, and it's just about, it's an art form. The more time you have on it, the better you're gonna get. Right? It's just about being consistent. So obviously, like the seniors, I can name a couple of our seniors that are like really supreme players and all that stuff. I remember our section when we were freshmen.
Oh yeah.
God player. He goes to Berkeley School of Music right now. So he's really good. Yeah, definitely.
Could you guys talk about how you guys both individually got into band yourself to get to where you are now?
Wanna go first?
Yeah, so back when I lived in Alaska, in the 6th grade, they had us take an instrument. Like, it was required in order to move on. So you either had to take like an orchestra instrument, which would be like a string, like violin, cello, bass, or you do like a band instrument, saxophone, clarinet, whatever. And for a while, like my top 3 were like, it was like either violin, flute, or saxophone. And then I tried to picture myself with one. I was like, flute? Nah, I can't do that. Violin? I was like, yeah, maybe. Then I learned it's like the hardest instrument to learn in the world. I was like, no, I'm good. And then I was like, saxophone. Saxophone just sounds sexy. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to play the saxophone for sure. Yeah.
So with me, I was always kind of like sports orientated when I was little, like in middle school and elementary school. But then my brother, right, he went to Millennium, but in middle school, he joined choir. And he also did another instrument on the side, which started picking up like flute and all that stuff, right? Just because why not, right? And I always thought that was lame. Like, just straight up, I just thought it was lame. And so I started to pick it up because in elementary school, the choir was the only thing you could do after school, right? And I wanted to do something. So we did that. Choir was lame. Yeah, I got interested in music from there. Middle school, I joined band just because I didn't want to do PE. Yeah. Period, right? And I wanted to pick up an instrument. And I just did the same thing, saxophone. I was like, saxophone sounds cool, it looks cool, whatever, man. Yeah. So I picked it up, and then just for my brother, because my brother at that time was in the marching band, I thought I was like so cool, just the whole uniforms and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'm gonna take it seriously and all that stuff. And from there, it was all snowballed to now. Yeah.
And you guys said you both started on the saxophone. What led you to being a drum major?
Okay. So for me personally, last year, my sister was the drum major, right? She was the head drum major, and my parents were like, yo, go do it, do with your sister and all that stuff, so try out for it, right? So I tried out for it, and I got it. And so when me and my sister were doing it, that was probably my favorite year, for sure, yeah. And now I'm the head drum major, and my boy Trin, you want to talk about it?
No, yeah, so for me, it was like, at first, I'm gonna be real with you, I did not want to do it at all, because I was like, I want to keep playing the saxophone, because like that's where I had the most fun. Yeah. But then I was thinking about it, was like, because I think I did well as a section leader, and I was like, I would love to help have, I won't say authority, but have a reason to like kind of talk to the entire band and like help them out so we can become better in the following years. And I was like, I could also make it performative too, because I could probably get a mace and we could be dancing with it. That never happened. But I was like, I could make fun out of this. And so then I tried out. They allowed me to be it, and I was like, when I started doing it with Max, I was like, okay, yeah, this is really fun, and I just really enjoyed it. So I'm glad I made the decision to even try to be drum major. Yeah.
And what's your guys' favorite part about being drum majors?
Oh my gosh,
that's a hard one. That's a good one.
My favorite part, I just find it funny, is when I tell people that I'm a drum major. It was like, oh, you play drums? I'm like,
you don't?
See,
I swear I thought we were talking about being a drum player this whole time.
No, drum major is
I thought that was the orchestrator.
So okay, yeah. So for those who don't know,
orchestrator is not a word.
For those who don't know, drum major, I don't say all, but we conduct for the band. And we're kind of like the
metronome.
Yeah, we're the metronome for the band. And we during practices, like we help them find their dodge. We help make sure everything's as it should be. And really just an outlet for them if they need to ask questions or they just need to talk to somebody who kind of has experience with this whole band thing. We're just kind of there for them, a resource to the band.
Yeah, in a way, we're kind of like an extension of the director. Like whatever he needs, we can relay quicker and all that stuff since we actually have like connections and we know like one-on-one, you know, because from a teacher to a student, there's different perspectives there.
Yeah.
From a student to a student, there's a lot of different things you can pick up and you can actually help and learn a little more effective than a teacher. You know?
Interesting. I was gonna ask you guys, how'd you become drum majors to become an orchestrator? But orchestrator is not a word.
I'm pretty sure
Conductor is what I was. Conductor would have been the word. So drum majors are essentially the conductors.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Oh,
We do not play the drums.
You learned
we
something
don't
new.
play the snare. We don't play the
I
quad.
thought you guys played the drums.
We don't
I'm
play
not
the
gonna
bass drum.
Oh, the math times in prep assembly when the percussion went up and they're like, good job, man. Good job. I was like, that's all them.
That's all them.
Oh, yeah,
Dang.
I know.
Awesome. What's your guys' favorite song to play personally?
Ooh, just in general, like any song?
Sure.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Personally, like if you were to play a song by yourself,
Right.
then as a group, as a full band, as a school, what is your
Okay.
favorite song to play?
That's a good one.
I think mine, like if it was just me, Chimes of Liberty. He knows
Chimes
that.
of Liberty is very
I
fun.
love it's like a marching kind of song, but it's just very upbeat, and I love playing it. As a whole, I would probably say it's a song called Exaltation, and when it's done right with the entire band, it's a beautiful piece.
For me, I'm more of a jazz musician. So personally, I like Chameleon, which is a very jazzy piece, very fun for the saxophone as well. Has a lot of good highlights. As a total, Foundry.
Oh, yeah.
Even though we never actually played it correctly, but when it's all together, it's beautiful.
yeah.
Very technical piece. Very, very good.
Funny thing about Chameleon, whoever's watching this is allegedly, okay, we may or may not have done this. Last year, right the day before spring break, me and Max, me and Max had a sub in our 6th period, and we actually go to the bathroom, and we went back to the band room, and we grabbed our saxophones, and what
I remember
what we
this.
ended up doing, we went around the entire campus, and we just played Chameleon in whatever classroom would let us in. We were around the entire campus, and it was.
Yeah, because I remember you walked into Mr. Secret's class and started playing. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, you just ran.
Was I there?
Yes, you were there.
I don't have a memory of that. I wish I did. Do you guys still dabble in the sax?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So like now it's like concert season.
Yeah.
Since marching band season is over, everybody's sitting down in their chair, no more marching. We're all playing like concert pieces together. So now we're back in the game.
Yeah, we're in there.
You're back in there.
Yeah.
So what's like next for you guys? Like for the rest of the year, what's the next steps after band state?
Like for concert season?
Is that what's next? Concert
Yeah, pretty
season?
much concert
There you go.
Yeah. We just got performances now, in the PAC. So show
Pretty
up.
much. We got like the Christmas parade that we're gonna do.
Yeah, and the
we'll be back on the drum major stuff for that.
We got basketball games as well.
Oh yeah, we will be at the basketball games. But
Is there
yeah,
any performances? Like not performance, competitions. Any more competitions for the rest of the year or no?
To our awareness, no.
no, I don't think so. I would love to though.
Yeah.
but I don't. Not to our knowledge. No.
And you said you like jazz. Have you ever thought, were you part of the jazz band here or no?
Yeah. They did jazz band sophomore year, right? And I wanted to do it because, why not, right? I was the only saxophone there. Basically, it kind of matured me a lot as a musician because, I came in, I was like, whatever, man. I just want to play.
Yeah.
And Mr. George was all like, well, either you play it correctly, we're just not doing it, period.
Yeah.
So, I had to actually, get it together, fix around, and I think it matured me a lot as a musician. Love jazz, just in general. Sadly, we don't do jazz band anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
And
that's
that's
what it is.
You don't?
Pretty much, no.
That's
We have a class
why.
for it.
That's why we need more people to
Yeah.
actually join the band, because jazz band went from a class you could actually take to a Jag success to now we kind of meet up whenever we can. But if we had more people wanting to participate in music and band, then we could actually make jazz band a class for people to participate in, and then we could have actual like jazz performances. And it can, I want to say it could be separate, but we could actually have jazz band be a well-established group.
Yeah, I remember I was trying to join jazz band last year. I was trying to join jazz band last year. And I was trying to play bass, because I kind of play bass. I don't really play bass that much. But he handed me some stuff to work on. And I can't read music. so I'm like, I thought he was just going to give me tabs to play. And I'm like, I can't read this. But I didn't tell him that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to figure this out. And I spent 1 week trying to learn how to read bass clef and play it. And then I got stuck. And I was like, you know what? I don't even care that much. So I just quit.
Right.
I've never considered joining a band. I'm very uninstrumental.
Really?
I cannot play a single instrument. Not one.
You know something crazy? Have y'all ever played like the recorder, like in elementary school?
I think I did for like a week because I was in a class for it.
When they're teaching you how to play the recorder, it's essentially the same thing as a saxophone.
Pretty much same.
Like your first
Keys, all
notes,
stuff.
1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger. It's all pretty much the same. Like that one hole, like facing you on the backside, it's the exact
That's
same.
probably another motivation to pick up saxophone because like we already got the fingering down. So
Yeah,
why
yeah.
not just transfer over?
But, yeah.
Is that also kind of like the clarinet or not really?
No, it is. It's
Pretty much.
the notes.
Pretty similar.
They're called different notes. Like our G is like their C.
Yeah.
But like the fingering idea, yeah, it's the same.
So it's like in a different scale.
It's in a different
Key.
Yeah, different key.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever dabbled in the trumpet?
Yes, kind of.
I do want to play I want to learn. Like I know he's really interested in jazz, but I want to get into that stuff too. Like I want to learn how to play the trumpet, and I want to learn how to be like a stride player, like on the piano. But yeah, I would love to learn how to play the trumpet.
I've always wanted to play trumpet because I always want to go up to someone and go, and the trumpets they go bum bum.
Da, 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 da.
I just
Yeah,
couldn't do
yeah.
it though because I don't play the trumpet.
Yeah.
But I think the trumpet's a really cool instrument.
I tried to play trumpet.
How'd it go?
Well, I got a decent tone. Like I got my buzz down, but I just didn't know anything about notes.
No.
Yeah.
That seems like your issue. You don't know notes or
Yeah, so I just didn't
Reading.
play anything. I got just open, no fingering, just blowing, and I got pretty good at that. And then my friend that knows the trumpet and lent me his trumpet was like, "Oh yeah, you just do it. I don't know what to tell you."
Just
I was
do
like
it.
asking him, "Can you teach me like some fingerings or whatever?" And he's like, "Yeah, just put your fingers on it." It's like, what do you mean by that?
No, yeah.
do you think you guys have the ability? If I were to give you a random piece of music that you never played before and it's built for the saxophone, you could pick it up like within like an hour or so?
That's,
Yeah, most likely,
That's
yeah.
pretty much what we do.
Pretty much.
I mean,
Really?
like especially now, because like during concert, like Mr. George, he just gave us a Hallelujah chorus.
Yeah.
How does it go?
Da, 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 da,
Da, da, da, da, da, da.
I know that one.
See, but like looking at it, I would have never known
No,
that.
never.
But when I read the title, I was like, Hallelujah.
That's what I thought you were
That's what I was thinking.
Hallelujah.
But then he gives it to you like, okay, so now I have to sight read. I have to like not guess, but I have to just like play off a whim.
Yeah.
And then once you start playing, it's like, oh, it's that, not this.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, he makes us sight read all the time with these new pieces.
Yeah, you know, like in the classes are like an hour. So like, you know, give us the piece,
Yeah.
give us the rhythm, done.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna start off a train wreck, but by the end, it's gonna be
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It's something.
Could be something
It's
else.
something.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any funny stories of you guys either messing up or the band just having some hijinks go on?
Oh my goodness.
Some funny stories.
I'm sure we do.
I remember. I think this was last year. I don't want to say his name.
You don't gotta drop names. You don't gotta name drop.
Everybody was out on the field, and we were like set, like right, like everybody's like in their playing position. They're ready to go. They're locked in, and we're about to go. And then one of our trumpet players, he sneezes, like he just sneezes in place.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at them, but like I can tell other people are like, or no, I was actually in the band. I hear him, and I could hear laughing behind me. I was like, please don't break set. Like we gotta lock in. But oh yeah, that's like the main one I can think of.
Yeah, because I didn't have much experience as Trinson marching because again I started as a drum major earlier.
Yeah.
So when I first got up there with my first performance, right, I wanted to laugh so bad because just you see all your homies, right, and you know them practice, right, and then they're all serious up and set on stuff, and you're looking at them like, bro, just chill out.
No, yeah.
It's just funny, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you drum major with your sister? Was she
Yeah.
a drum major? That's really cool.
Yeah.
How was that drum major with your sibling?
I mean, she was the boss. Pretty much nothing changed, you know.
Oh,
It is
okay.
what it is,
Yeah.
you know. Just as home here, she actually had the knowledge and all that stuff, so I picked it up pretty quick. Yeah, it feels nice to be able to rely on someone, you know. Not totally, because I
Yeah.
feel sometimes as a head drum major, a lot of people look to you, but then being as a secondary, you can rely up to that higher drum major sometimes.
Yeah.
And you look for them for guidance. It's always good to have that little bit of a guidance. Yeah.
So would you say your sister really helped you like learn and be where you are today?
Oh, most
To help the
definitely.
band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she also played saxophone, so
Oh,
yeah, I just picked a lot of
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
copied her.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Nah, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
So what's your guys' favorite memory for all? I'm assuming you guys went all 4 years.
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite memory from your 4 years of band? Either concert or marching or just whatever.
Ooh. So when we're at whatchamacallit? Hold up. Give me a second. So we're going to Super State, right? But this is like the performance before, like this is the competition before, right? And there's like 27 schools and all that stuff, right? And me and Trin, I know we're set up there and we have to wait for the awards, right? And only the top 10 get to go, right? So they go like 18th place, you know, yada yada school, 17th place. I remember me and Trin just exhaling every time, like, come on, let's get it, let's get it.
Because they list the scores, like the number, before they say like what place they were.
Exactly.
And it started off pretty high. So as soon as they said the first, it was like, oh man, we probably got like 17 or something. No, as they kept going, I was like, oh my god. They said 12th. I was like, okay, this is it. This is it.
We in.
Wasn't us. They said 11th. I was like, okay, this is it. I'm just gonna be mad because we like just missed it. This is gonna be it. They didn't say our name. I was ecstatic. Man.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Amazing, man.
I was so happy. Yeah.
What about you, Trin?
Oh. Sophomore year, band camp. So every year, right before school starts, we'll have band camp. It'll be like a week-long thing where the band kids will come on campus, and then we'll practice like our music that we're gonna be working on throughout the year, just so they get familiar with it. And kind of like a crash course, like boot camp kind of thing. We teach them the basics to marching. If they got like any problems like with basic playing or notes wise, anything like that, we help them out with it, just so we know that we've told them that information before we actually get into the season. But yeah, like our sophomore year, that was like our year getting back from COVID fully.
Yeah. So everyone was raw, man.
No, yeah, everybody was raw, and that was the first time really in KU history that we had a whole saxophone section. Because before, like Max previously said, like our section leader, before he was the only saxophone in the section. It was a one man army.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And you can definitely tell because he was insane on the saxophone. And so when we came in, you know, this first time he's got to teach all these little sophomores how to sound good on the saxophone. And man, like that in that week we became brothers. Like I truly feel like that. Yeah. Man, the saxophone section, we became close, like real fast.
Yeah, no, like definitely. Like if we weren't in band, I would never know him. Right. Like I would graduate without ever talking to him, probably for once. But yeah, I think that's the beautiful part about band. Like you talk to people you never talked to before. Right. Maxwell, like our section leader.
Yeah. Name is Maxwell Swagger.
Yeah.
He was something special, man.
Yeah. When you think of prodigy player, that's him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say you guys have built now hopefully long life friendships from high school band now? Like even when you guys graduate, you keep contact with all these people that you went 4 years with, you know?
Oh no, definitely. No, yeah. Me and him talk about this all the time. It's like our kids have to be friends.
Yeah, they gotta be.
I want our kids to have the same relationship that me and him have. Like we're gonna make them play the saxophone.
Like every week, right? For like 3 months. And not even talk about concert season. You're spending like 20 plus hours guaranteed a week with these people. So it's like you kind of gotta like each other at some point. Or not, it's gonna be rough, you know? So yeah, it's a beautiful experience.
I feel like that would make a band sound better. If everyone's friends and they're happy to be there with each other, it's gonna sound gonna be worse. If it's a bunch of people miserable, I hate everyone, it's not gonna be the same, timing's gonna be off, but you guys all like each other. I feel like that makes a good band. You know, you have friendship. So that's good.
And I really feel like for those who may not have a lot of friends outside of band, this is like kind of their outlet to really like talk to people who have the same like common interests as them, right? And then even if they do find somebody, you know, completely different, you know, just an area where they can, you know, connect and just mingle with different people that they wouldn't have regardless, like you said. But yeah, I think that's the beautiful thing about band.
And do you guys have plans to pursue band outside of high school?
Yeah, I do.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it depends on what college I go to, because if I get